Shattered in 6 seconds, the wife and brother of Steve Perkins sitting down with us tonight, almost 5 weeks since their loved one was shot and killed by Decatur police.
WAAY 31's Maddie McCaffrey joins us live now after speaking in depth with Catrella and Nick Perkins about what happened that night and how they're coping. It's a story you'll only see here on WAAY 31.
Yeah, Dan and Nikel, they tell me that two things have gotten their family through this trying time right now: the outpouring support from the community and their faith in God.
He was my best friend. He was my prayer partner, a great father. Never looked at my daughter Jada as a stepchild. Whenever we were out, it was always, my two girls.
Catrella Perkins and her family's lives forever changed in the early morning hours of September 29th. She says she was working an overnight shift and got a message from a neighbor asking if they were okay.
I'm like, what do you mean, are we okay? I'm at work. And she was like, there's police and ambulance in front of your house. So I immediately called Steve. He didn't answer. Called him like 3 times, and then I texted him. I said, are you okay? It wasn't out of the norm because it's 2 in the morning.
She says shortly after that, her best friend called her saying something was wrong. She didn't know what was going on, but immediately called Steve's brother Nick, and they rushed to Decatur General Hospital. They were told he wasn't there. Instead, Steve was in surgery at Huntsville Hospital. Within an hour of their arrival, Catrella says she learned of her husband's death on a hospital phone.
It was devastating. They wouldn't allow us to go back to see him. He was taken from the hospital, I think, immediately to forensics. It was just bad, that's her last day seeing her husband. I just seen Steve a couple days prior, and to know that he was in his last moments alone, it's heartbreaking.
The family says at that time they still didn't know what led up to Steve's death. Catrella says there was no crime scene when she got home, and nobody from the city or police department called the family that day.
There was nothing left but a pool of blood in the yard. That was it.
Ring doorbell camera footage of the shooting was posted on social media just hours after Steve's death, sparking the Justice for Steve Perkins movement and prompting protests nearly every day since then. I asked Catrella and Nick if they believe the family will receive justice.
I do, and I say that because of my relationship with God.
They need time, and we all know God's timing is perfect.
Aaliyah denied the family's request to see the body camera footage. Still, the family tells me that they're not giving up hope. They say they're constantly encouraged by the outpouring of support from the community members who continue to show up for their family. Reporting live in Decatur, Maddie McCaffrey, WAAY 31 News.